I Am All of Me, also known as one of the best Sonic songs, no, actually just one of the best songs of all time, is performed by Crush 40. I Am All of Me is the main vocal theme for Shadow the Hedgehog, which was released in 2005. This game follows Shadow the Hedgehog and is conflicting emotions to either help save the world or destroy it. Similarly, the song mimics this duality, with lines describing Shadow as either a black-hearted evil or a brave-hearted hero. I'm getting too ahead of myself though, let's just go ahead and listen to the first verse. There's a lot to unpack with this verse, so let's just take it one line at a time. I see no, hear no evil is referencing the old Japanese proverb, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, depicted by the three wise monkeys which are said to embody the proverb. This is also in reference to Shadow's more sinister and evil roots. For those unaware, Shadow was created with the blood of Black Doom, the leader of the Black Arms. The Black Arms are an alien species bent on taking over the world so that they can essentially eat all the humans to survive. So Shadow doesn't really see the evil within the Black Arms because he himself embodies this evil. This line really only applies though if you end up taking one of the evil routes in the game and not the good ones. The next line, Black Writings on the Wall, actually has two meanings. The first is referencing a story in the Christian Bible. In the Bible there is a prophet named Daniel. If you don't know what a prophet is, they're essentially someone chosen by God to kind of be like a mediator between the people and God. Not that the people couldn't talk to God themselves, but these prophets were specifically chosen by God to lead his people back to him and help follow his commands. Anyways, in the story, a Babylonian king throws a party in which everyone essentially gets drunk. During the party, a hand comes down from heaven and starts writing on the wall. The king and his wise men were too drunk to be able to decipher what the writing meant. The king even offered riches galore to whoever could decipher what it meant. After no one could decipher it, the queen said to the king that there was a man named Daniel who was able to speak to the gods. After sending for him, Daniel arrived and was able to decipher the writing on the wall. These words were Mene Mene Tekel Parsin. Since the Old Testament, or everything written before Jesus was born, was written in Hebrew, these words are all Hebrew words. In context though, this is what they meant. Mene. God has numbered the days of your reign and brought it to an end. Tekel. You have been weighed on the scales and been found wanting. Parsin. Your kingdom is divided and will be given to the Medes and the Persians. The king, hearing the devastating news, still cloaked Daniel with some of the finest clothing in the land and sent him on his way. The next night, the king was slain. So how does this relate to Shadow the Hedgehog?